Welcome to Cribl University, How-To Criblets for Performance Observability. In this module, we will go step by step through how to configure Cribl internal logs in Cribl Stream for incident observability. So what exactly do Cribl internal logs provide? Just like every device on a network, Stream worker nodes generate logs about what the system is doing. These logs are fundamental for troubleshooting issues such as data stream blocking or system errors. They are generated in the form of an event stream that may be enabled in a group's sources. The logs can provide insight into the data stream or into a system's health and are read every minute. This data is generated at the worker node and is the same information available in the UI. It can be used to perform monitoring, troubleshooting, and forensics. It can be stored in an S3 bucket or other storage locations in order to perform health monitoring or forensics on the data. Not enabling internal logs will limit you to about 24 hours of data before it is overwritten. You may zoom in on these screenshots for an example of what the logs look like in the UI. So how can this data be used? CriblLogs aid in the analysis of system performance. The data from logs can be used to troubleshoot input and output errors, routes, pipelines, event breakers, and even persistent queuing issues. Communication with the leaders and system-level issues. All of the components are necessary for running an efficient data stream. Now let's take a look at how to enable internal logs in Cribl Stream. To enable internal logs in Stream, we first need to select the worker group we want to enable the logs in. To start, navigate to a worker group. On this page, select Data and then select Sources. By filtering on System and Internal Sources, we will see the Cribl internal source. Select the Cribl internal source. Once selected, you have the ability to enable CriblLogs or Cribl metrics source. Note that CriblLogs is only available for on-premise environments or hybrid environments as shown here. If asked if you want to switch from routes to Quick Connect, select Yes. And finally, don't forget to commit and deploy for your changes to take effect. Now that we have turned on logging, we need to route that data to the proper destination. Let's take a step-by-step look at how to route the data to the destination of your choice. For this walkthrough, we are going to use Quick Connect to connect the Cribl internal logs to Cribl HTTP. So let's start from the beginning. In order to route Cribl internal logs, navigate to the worker group you enabled the internal logs. On this page, select the routing link and then select the Quick Connect link. Now we are ready to connect our internal logs to Cribl HTTP. Using the Cribl HTTP destination, drag the Cribl internal log source to the Cribl HTTP destination. On the connection configuration modal, select Pass-Through and click on Save. And finally, don't forget to commit and deploy for your changes to take effect. For this walkthrough, we are going to use routes to connect the Cribl internal logs to Cribl HTTP. So let's start from the beginning. In order to route Cribl internal logs, navigate to the worker group you enabled the internal logs. On this page, select the routing link and then select the data routes link. Now we are ready to create a new route. By clicking on the Add Route button, you will add an additional route at the end of any current routes you may have. We will want to populate the route as shown here. Once configured, click on Save. And finally, don't forget to commit and deploy for your changes to take effect. Now let's go through some quick things to remember when collecting log data. First, just like every device on your network, Stream worker nodes generate logs about what the system is doing. These logs are fundamental for troubleshooting issues such as data stream blocking or system errors. In order to save on ingest costs, you can store this information in an S3 bucket or other storage location in order to perform health monitoring or forensics at a later date. And finally, remember that this data provides critical monitoring and forensics information that can be made available to a system of analysis. That wraps this how-to criblet on configuring Cribl internal logs in Stream for incident observability. Thank you for watching. Make sure to take a look at the other criblets we have available within Cribl University. We appreciate you joining us. And as always, have a good one.